If anyone can relate to the loneliness I feel, but it's like beyond lonely because of what these people did to me. Like if you've never dealt with murderous attempts of poisoning, you just don't understand the way I could potentially even feel. I've felt loneliness before, like where even you're withdrawn on or you're taken out of like your ability to love somebody the way that you otherwise would, or and they just withdraw, they ghost up. I've felt that. I've known that loneliness, but this is just totally different. So it's just different when they weaponized every area of my life, meaning to sabotage me before reaching discovery about a very serious and heinous crime, poisoning me, keeping me lost, keeping my mind lost, and then them pushing me around to suggest that I'm not like well abled enough to work or play or love or do anything for myself. They didn't want me to do anything for myself, mind you. And it coming from people that are just, I mean, blood bloodborne related. Obviously, if you're paying attention to my work, but I don't know. I'm just really hurt because it's just beyond lonely. It's like you want that emotional value to be okay, but it's just not. You know that if you had a real support system that you would be okay, but that was never support. It was never supportive. The only thing that they were supportive in is stealing from you, trying to also game up your mind and keep you poisoned up and within proximity of their proxy wars or their proxy relationships or the proxy made friendship, or it's hard to even find the words to suggest that just how painful that is, that experience. But it's like all of the stabs in your back that you could never see because you're being poisoned up covertly are just twisting and twisting the whole time, and you never really could figure it out because you couldn't reason through anything of it. You just couldn't. You just not only wouldn't you want to see it coming from those that you love dearly, but you just couldn't reason through it. I guess you'd have to know what it's like to be poisoned or have like the reasonability to think to yourself of what it would be like to be arsenicked or poisoned and just tampered with on every single level of your love life made by proxy. So it's not like, oh, I lost someone that I loved. It's I lost someone that I loved that was also planned for me before to work in this fashion against me. All I can say is that these hoes just met the men mainly, but girls too, But these hoes of brothers and, kin and my close to kin, Jesse Lee, is just a heartless criminal. Just so heartless. It's murder. You can't do that. That's the felony. That's multiple felonies for multiple accounts for multiple every single year of my life. So I don't get it because I've been out here for so long talking about this stuff and it's the truth. I know people don't want it to be the truth. I didn't want it to be the truth either. But it's absolutely true. If, if I just wrote out the system of what they wanted, drank the coffee and took the poison and didn't move away from them to move how I did, while having to work and while having to do everything else I was trying to do to maintain a house, I wouldn't even be here. So it's really upsetting to me because I've messaged my old bosses. Can you guys please put something together for me? Let me know that you can do something. And not anybody can even write a letter to the police about my or put something into a timeline of like when I first started working there to when I left. Not even you wouldn't even have to side with what I'm saying or suggest to what I'm saying. You could just literally leave it like cut and dry. Like this is how he was to this is how he ended up being. And he smelled like shit or whatever. Because arsenic coming out of you in that way makes you smell bad. So that's another reason why here at the end they really couldn't stand me trying to not only figure it out but move away from them. It's not like you just move away from them and you're calling back your energy and the next day you're fine. No, you're still fighting the long process of what the arsenic does to your mind and does to your body, does to your health. But the peculiar part to me is people like legitimately think I would just create 5 campaigns, 2 petitions, have a Facebook that just recently got hacked, have a Instagram account that just got hacked, have my phones being mirrored or uh, having people trying to install this malware inside of my computer left and right, have people suggesting, on Facebook, they got like 3 or 6 friends that are like suggesting they're somebody that I like Andrew Tate or Emily W. King, but it's like totally not their channel. It's not their page. They'll even have people that'll say, if anyone else impersonates me, they'll be impersonating me in my account because this is the only account. This is the only real me and the only real me account. Just as I'm suggesting here, but they want to completely wipe me off of the face of the map because they don't want to be found out for their crimes of conspiracy against me to take me out by proxy and by poisoning me. Who would want that? That'd be like, for all of these years, just wipe a person up out of the state of mind. Sorry, but I believe that would be life in prison times back to back to back to back to back life sentences. If you ask me, can't do that to somebody. But I guess they just get away with killing me then. Just it's such a lonely feeling. So I've been just gamed up in some of the most deepest cuts where it's like every single tick of the tick of a clock or sound of the house, minuscule moments, just those cuts that cut you deeper than any blade could ever cut, start to have reason and talk. Not talk literally, but they start to have reason for all of the things inside of your past as it's happened. It's like all of a sudden you reach a domino rally effect where it's like you push over the one and it takes down all the rest of them. And all of those are memories coming back to you about this cold and calculated crime. A whole heartless crime spree all over my life. It's lonely as shit. I don't even think that's the word. It feels like I'm dying inside. And I'm trying to like ignore a lot of the emotions because I don't want to cry anymore. I've been crying for like 2+ years. While also having some serious effects from the aftermath of the poisoning that isn't even like halfly trying to be recognized by the medical system or the police or the state or the system at all. And then on top of it, they're leaving me without resources to take care of my body when I'm needing it the most. What am I supposed to do? Not reach out for help? Not try to create a $5 warrior campaign? Not try to ask for money on Ko-Fi or on GiveButter or Gift Send Go or GoFundMe or Cash App or Venmo? Am I not supposed to petition to try and speak in front of Congress about something that's happened in this way? They don't want me on anything. They don't want me in my mind. They don't want me in my love life. They don't want me in my work life. They don't want me feeling the love that I otherwise would feel for not only other people, but for them. They just never loved right at all. At all. And they're gonna get away with this crime over me, just take me out completely. They already fucking poisoned me up all out of my fucking brain my whole life. Like I'm not supposed to fucking be mad. Like I have no right to be angry about that. It's so heartless. I mean, fuck this place. Getting lost inside of your own sparks that you would otherwise feel inside of your own heart. All of a sudden, you're just having to become a professional at reading the room to see like who is who how should I manage this when I have questions about the contents of characters and these people seem like they're being weird and they're your own brother, they're your own girlfriend, they're your own friend, they're your own roommate. They're your own supposed lover. You might love them, but they're not loving you. They're not even trying to. They're trying to just poison you up. So I understand that they got a lot to protect for themselves. But what sucks about it is that just whatever. I wanted to experience joy in this life and move from the joys of this life into the joys of the afterlife. Not have no availability to fuel my own heart for love, from my own self, from my own self to others, and love and be loved in return. Freak aliens, come here with a UFO, please. Let me jump in and just take me the far fuck away from here. I never fucking belonged on planet Earth, I guess. Because planet Earth is just cursed completely. Cursed with demons, cursed with evil, cursed with hate. Just F this place. I'd rather fly around orbit. Just be alone. After what these people have done to me, they want me completely drowned it out because they didn't want me to speak. They didn't want me to be able to reason. Reasoning and speaking was just a bad combination for them. All of them. So I guess I'm just done. I'm finished. Finito. Like all of these fake ass players that couldn't even feel like a little to do fifth of what I could feel in this type of painstaking place. Earth. All cursed up and murked up like a fucking dead ass hearse. Life. What is it for? I mean, I know it's in the Bible that it says in the Bible that you will deal with worse than what Jesus even did. In the end of times. I just didn't think it would be this bad. Just at the beginning of it. I can't even imagine life in 10, 20 years from now. I can't. Just a bunch of fuck offs raping children and getting away with it, and no one has a heart at all, and the world is just going up in flames and war and grime. Just the grimiest grime ever. Like, ew, yuck. I can't even pretend to. How do you pray for something like that? Put it in the comments. How do you pray for something like that? Just profound, dark, grimy, no good world. You want to belong to the world and you don't even care to belong to the Lord? When the Lord made you in his image, and you don't think that we were supposed to be beautiful and carefree? Joyful? Triumphant? So my idea here is a good one. Pray. And pray hard. Let me know let me know what to pray for you for. I'll pray for you. And I'll pray. I'll share. Because where two or more gather in the Lord's name, there the Lord is with you. So that's my plan. But the plan of action also through that value that we can share so that hopefully we can add these things onto our lives is the fact that I want to spread faith in seed all over the earth as like, the furrows, the furrows of rows and rows and rows of seed that gets planted. I'm getting a call this late. And then God waters it and sprouts it. I have to go and take this call. Oh, now it's already done. Am I supposed to call him back at this hour? I think I know who that was too, and it was important, but it didn't ring long enough. I'll end my video and I'll call it back. The fact of the matter is, though, I'm hurt. If you can recommend how to pray for me, pray for me. If you can help me with $5, please do. I'm on Cash App, and it's Chase Your Dreams Today. All one word. The money sign and Chase Your Dreams Today. I'm on other things, and I share them on my Facebook at Cobra Merdan. That's COBRA dash MERDAN. I'm dealing with what's got to be the worst crime in all of history regarding this stuff. People are targeted, they're usually targeted from other areas of government because of their speaking out. But I not only have that, I have family, my own brothers, these proxy lovers, these proxy friends, and then my own father included in this crime. Because that's where it stemmed from. That's where it stemmed from. My father completely murking up his own kids, killing that value of love, just literally stabbing that love's value. Like you can think of death, in the black robe, can't even see his face, and he's just got that, whatever, knife on a stick. He's just love, just stabbing fuck out of it. Love. The word, hearts, love you, stab. Anyway, I'm gonna call this number back. Please let me know how to pray. Plant seeds of faith all over the world, in your mind and your prayer values, and ask the Lord to water them. Plant seeds of faith in the armor of what people are and what people have been, because it is just so callous and dark and cold. Oh, I can't even take it anymore. Just that loneliness times, I don't even know, man. Loneliness times murder times poisoning times fake lovers and fake friends and just fakery. People even wanting in my own people in my own family wanting to even gaslight me with the word of the Gospels when they're not even trying to be connected. They're trying to utilize the Gospels to gaslight me, for crying out loud. Ugh. I hope your love life isn't as gamed up as mine. I would love to experience love the way that I would want to feel my love for somebody else, and the way that I would want that somebody else to feel their love for me. So it can grow and go upwards. Not pretend to love, pretend to care, so you can just stab them in the heart. So no, how it couldn't get any worse than that lonely. Besides just you're being set to die, literally gaslit in the medical community. You have your machine going off, and they come in there with all these smiles, like, "Oh, there's nothing to see here." No, there's something to see, and there's like things that you could do that you're not doing. Weird. You got tools of the trade that you went to school for, and here I am on a hospital bed, being left out of reasoning and lost in the stratosphere of like, why? Just why? I'm sorry, but this is called crazy making narcissism. Flat out. Crazy making, psychotic people being complete sociopaths, completely numb to their own heart's values, just fuck love completely. And if you ask me, that kind of attitude, that kind of reality is never going to make it into heaven. I mean, they can they better flip and do some serious thinking in this coming of age. Because once that devil gets the 3.5 years of complete freedom, the whole world is going to be annihilated in a day, in a second. Just everyone's going to be all messed over completely. And then even them that want to side with that shit, the devil, when they die, is just going to flip on them the same way that they flipped on everybody. So it's like, good luck to you, my friend. Pray for your enemies, for they know not what they do. Hurt people, sure. But you don't get to be both the villain and the victim. You're either working one way or you're working another. And though it's not and though the faith isn't all about works, it's about a working faith. So if you don't have a working faith, and faith without works being dead, well, what is that? A whole headspace around full communities and full states and full continent wide of a graveyard? Good Lord, the battle in my mind cries. Good Lord, does it not cry to you? Does Jesus not take you into the wilderness in some fashion and you don't hear anything? Not hear, but feel anything of that cry from Jesus Christ? Even if people didn't think that he was a deity, the Son of God, good grief, man, what you did to the most perfect man, you had no right to do that. I'm gonna get mad, so okay, I gotta go. I gotta make this call. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Until next time, take care of yourselves. I know I'm trying to. Love you. Bye.